it was actually one of my first days out there, and with my trainer, still not speaking well the language or anything. But we had done most of our contacting, like meeting new people on the street. You walk next to someone, you start talking to them. We hadn't done a ton of like knocking doors, but on our first day knocking doors, I remember, I think we'd maybe knocked like one random house, and didn't get in or anything. And we were walking down the street towards, I can't remember where we were going. But I just remember walking and kind of following my trainer. He was a Chilean actually, which helped a lot. But he was walking in front of me, and I was just kind of coming with him. And then he just like stops, and he turns around, and he walks back like 15 feet, and he's like vamos a tocar esa puerta, and he's we're gonna knock on this door. And so we knock on it. And it's kind of like a fence. It was like a big wooden fence. Everyone there has fences for security purposes. They'll get broken into a lot. But it was a wooden fence, and the house was back behind it. So he knocks, pretty loud. He says, "Allo." That's what you say when you knock. And we waited for like a couple seconds, and then this little lady comes out. Anita was her name, and kind of long story short, her husband had committed suicide, like a week before, and she was just, prepared down to the dime for the gospel, and it was what she needed. She was, the first lesson, she was crying, and I was able to share my little humble testimony in Spanish that I knew at the time, but she was prepared for sure. There was no way, no other way about that. And I remember thinking about it after, just like how my companion had just like stopped, and I hadn't been, I hadn't had the prompting or anything, but we just listened to him and went back and knocked that door, and it was this lady who just needed the gospel, and it was wonderful to see how it changed her. Just how it helped her be happier. Once she started, I remember seeing her smiling again the first time, or not again, I didn't know her before, but once she started smiling, really, it was it made a huge difference. You're like, wow, this really does change people. And that was a huge testimony builder for me, was seeing her conversion.